Hello, people. Geez, it's been quiet in the Cat Hair Kitchen, hasn't it? You know where we've been eating?
Where?
Lolo, Lolito, Stillwater proper. Yeah. Anyway, well, I went to Kowalski's today. So when I got home, I immediately thought, hey, Jillian, have you watched the sneak peek for Yellowstone? She's like, what? Is it on YouTube? No. It was a sneak peek that was on Sunday. Unfortunately, because I had the DVR thingy set up to record Yellowstone, it picked it up. So, yeah, that was fun. What are your thoughts on it, Jillian?
I didn't even know it was done, and then it was done. There's so much information I didn't know how to process. Mm-hmm.
The best part, though, is what brings us to this moment, is when Rip says, everybody's going to get effed up. That's probably what we should call this drink. But you know what this drink is called? It heralds back to, what season was it? Maybe season 1 or 2. When they first start getting rid of some people, let's say, because they're not good on the ranch. And so then they decide that they're going to take them to the bus station. Then they change their mind and say, no, maybe the train station. And so, what's the old guy's name? Anyway, he goes, the long black train. So that's the name of this drink. It's a whiskey sour, the long black train. Kind of awesome. The only thing we need is we need a cowboy. We need a cowboy hat.
And a cowboy.
And a cowboy wouldn't suck either. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know anything about this stuff, and you know professional bartenders do. But what I found out is that whiskey sours traditionally have frothed egg white, which is so lovely. So look at that. Separating the egg. I'm not going to lie, I already made one of these, so that's why there's 2 egg yolks in there. And then I squeezed a whole bunch of these, hence this. And so we have that and that. You could use one of these things, but I use the orange juice or that thing. And if you don't have any lemons, you can buy a bottle of lemon juice concentrate. That's not as good. And when you're about round 2 or 3 of these, I know this from personal experience, it doesn't freaking matter if you use fresh lemons or not. At that point, switch to the gold standard polar lemon sour. Have we ever used this in a drink?
Probably.
We probably have. It's
I don't remember.
Here, but, this is what this stuff was made for. Whiskey sours. Probably other sours too, but okay. So it's a complicated drink getting this all set up. And so you'll die of thirst if you don't have something else first. So do yourself a favor, have a little something while you're getting ready for this process. So you squeeze the lemons, you separate the eggs. So I have an egg white in here. I'm going to make 1 cocktail because Jillian's not 21, sadly. And this is a boozy drink, and because when it's perfectly balanced, you don't even realize how boozy it is, and then everybody's going to get effed up if you start making these too big. So this is going to look like it's not a full drink. Trust me when I tell you it is. And if you feel like you need to cut the booze a little bit more, but you want to keep the proportions correct, which is the key, because if you have too much lemon, you're going to die. Well, you won't have scurvy, but you're going to die from pucker power. And if you have too much of the agave, that's going to probably kill you too. Okay, so I don't know how a professional bartender does this. If they did it this way, it would take them forever. But you need to have this stuff. They have it at that liquor store over in Liberty because they have all the good stuff by this Trace Agaves. And then this Bullet Bourbon is the best. This one we're taste testing today. So Redemption Bourbon, that can't be bad. And the bottles are the same. Then if it's too potent, you could always use grapefruit, lemon, lime, or this sour lemon to kind of cut the intensity. And let me just say, thank God for the Cat Hair Kitchen shaker, because you know the one with the glass and the separate thing? That's always a situation. And the last time I made this, the freaking thing exploded and it was all over the place. So we're not doing that. So one interesting thing I also learned about this is this is a shot glass, which I've never actually used these before, have I? So this is why it's such a small drink, as it turns out. I have to focus, otherwise I'm going to forget what I'm doing, Jillian. But there's a lot to talk about because we haven't been in the cat hair kitchen in a while. Whew, that made me nervous. The way I like my bartenders to pour is a little more like that. Yeah. So we're using the good stuff on this one. Okay, so you do 2 bourbons. Like if you're making it for a couple people, you obviously use this size for your shot glass. Then you use 3/4 of a thing of this. Whew. Oh, and what I was going to tell you that's interesting about this kind of thing, there's a couple interesting things. One is you shake it twice, and I think you're probably supposed to strain it twice, although, oh yeah, you are. Double shake and a double strain. That's what makes it really good. So then we'll put 3/4, so 2 bourbons, 3/4 of the agave, 3/4 of the fresh squeezed lemon juice. Okay. And then you can just put the egg white stuff in here, but I frothed it with the little coffee latte mixer upper, and so I'm gonna put a little of this in here because it's so yummy, and it smooths everything out, you know. Okay, so then that's in there. So then we dry shake it just to mix the ingredients. This is when the exploding happens. All right, so that was scary. Then put the ice in there, and this is probably gonna explode for sure. The last one, I didn't put the egg white in until the very end because I was playing it safe. This time it's full on. I'm just not gonna do it one-handed because the explosion could take hours to clean up. So we have a lot of political things to discuss, but we're not gonna do it right now because everybody's gonna get effed up. It's a situation. Got Virginia, New Jersey, Seattle. There's a lot going on, Jillian. Thank God for bourbon. So, we're not talking about any of that. Freaking Rona, mandates, vaccines, all the things. We're not talking about any of it. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is rock star. So I know you're like, oh, Suze, you didn't make enough. Pretty sure I did. Oh, you know what I also didn't do? Double strain it. That's right. Next time when you have the strainer, I think ours might have mac and cheese or something
Probably.
in the dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
You put that over here because you want to strain out any like solid egg white parts. You know, this little sad heap over here is my basil because you know why? Everybody's gonna get effed up. So Rip just hammers on that. And then look at that. You lay that basil right on top. Can you zoom in on that?
No.
What? Oh my God, it's the Rona. No, it's not. Okay, so then when you do the sour and then you got the egg white, it's just like this beautiful. It's like when you get a latte. I'm gonna have a cough attack. Okay, here we go. Oh, that is yummy. The egg white makes everything just the nice texture. The lemon kind of bracing, and you get a hint of the bourbon. But the agave kind of smooths everything out. The combo and the proportions are amazing. 2 bourbons, 3/4 lemon, 3/4 agave, 1 frothed egg white, and a basil smash. And then if you think it's too strong, I don't even want to talk to you, but then put a splash of the lemon sour. And if you run out of lemons and agave, then you just substitute the lemon sour in with the bourbon, and you can still do the egg white. And then Jillian's gonna drink this for breakfast.
Yum.
Like Rocky. Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so make yourself some of these, get all the ingredients, and get ready. It's a 2-hour premiere on Sunday, November 7th.
Yay.
Yellowstone. We should get cowboy hats.
You can get cowboy hats.
I'll get a cowboy, you get a hat. What? Don't you think? Okay, cheers. We love you. Everybody's gonna get effed up.